Ooh, how's everybody doing? Well, we are going to do part two of Pisces and Libra, cardinal air and mutable water, an elemental square. So we already know that this is going to fall in the category of incompatibility of signs. Okay? Water and air don't mix. Okay? And I made an analogy concerning nature about that, right? Okay? So, by the way, I'm having what's called a red aperitif, which matches my ruby, which I got from Mauritius, right? And it's delicious. You know, when you stop drinking, you have I think it's aperitivo, right? And there's another word for it when you finish drinking, and then there's another word for it before you drink. I think the aperitif is before you really go to have the hard drink, and then after you finish drinking, you finish the cap, you have another one. It's not aperitivo, it's something else, and I forgot it. It's an Italian thing. Anyway, here you go. It's about 7:16 in the morning. It's been raining in New York City. I want to thank many of you for donating in my GoFundMe page. The theater season begins in March, and I already have 3 plays in production. So your monies will be coming in quite handy for March. And I hope this time some of you are going to come to New York and see some of these plays that you are paying for, right? Okay? So I hope I see more of you, and I hope some of you travel with me on dream trips. You know, I'm going to go to Singapore on June 14th on Donald Trump's birthday. And also to Shanghai. So I hope some of you can join me in this fascinating trip to Singapore. Okay? Everything's already done and paid for. So I hope you will stay with me at the Emperador Hotel in downtown Singapore. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit, okay? And another series. Today we're going to do incompatibility of signs, which of course will be part 2 of Pisces and Libra. And I've already made an analogy concerning nature and how this aspect of nature is translated into the human personality and ego of the human being born under the stars of Libra and Pisces. I hope all of you liked my birth chart series. One thing that my management told me that I did not mention, and that I don't mention a lot about, is that I also do tarot readings, you know, and a tarot reading is far more quicker to the point than a birth chart. A birth chart is more psychological, and it takes time to decode, which is more expensive. While the tarot reading, $150 an hour, is to the point and gets to the heart of the matter, which is why tarot reading is always and shall always remain quite valuable when you want to get to the quick answers. Okay, now let's jump right in. I hope you don't mind me, but you know I smoke my smoke, okay? At 51 years old, I can do my smoke, right? I will have to discuss jumping right in, concerning the dynamic aspect of the Libra male and the Pisces woman, right? Because we did it the other way around, okay? And we're going to jump back and forth to the Pisces man and the Libra woman. Little bits and pieces, but we're going to focus on the Libra man and the Pisces woman. The Libra man is going to love Miss Pisces. Miss Pisces is magical. She's magical in the bedroom and outside the bedroom. She's magical. That's what I can say. That's what I can say. She's magical in ways that defy any language to describe. It's Neptune. These are the daughters of Neptune. Okay? So, um, it's complex, mysterious, and sexually blissful. Remember, Pisces is the sign of the sea nymph. Like we get the word nymphomania. A woman that can't get enough of it, right? But it could be a man too. Can't get enough of it. That's a nymphomaniac or someone that is a sex addict, right? And we know many people out there in Hollywood, and we might even know ourselves, someone in our family that suffers from sex addiction, a real condition. Well, Pisces rules sex addiction and sexual compulsions and indulgence and decadence and debauchery of all kinds and in each way and every way. I'm a Virgo, the opposite of Pisces, so I know that too well, all too well, okay? I ain't mad at it. I enjoy it myself. Remember, Virgo's the hustler, you know? The shyster, the liar, the thief, the gigolo, the prostitute, all that. He pulls that from Pisces, the sign of the whore, the harlot. Understand where it comes from, okay? So, to understand Pisces, you might have to understand a little bit about Virgo, which is the opposite polarity of Pisces. Okay? Very rarely, though, do you see this aspect in Pisces, the man or the woman. In the mundane chart, Pisces falls on the ascendant while Virgo is in the 7th house. Talking in the mundane chart with all Pisces. So the best part of Pisces comes out when she or he shows genuine concern for the partner. Virgo falls in the 7th house with Pisces on the ascendant. In the mundane chart and also in synastry and composite. So I was married to a Pisces woman myself. My baby mom is a Pisces woman. Okay? So she was the best. The most Virgo part of her as a Pisces woman always came out when it came to her concern towards me. As it is with many Pisces women that they live for the man or for the partner. Besides their children, or if they don't have children, it's all about the man. But when the children are born, it can shift to the children. And then when the children reach a certain age, it becomes about the man again. Because Pisces is eternally a lover and a servant, both mind and body, towards the man. Okay? It is the most mystically sexual sign of all the signs of the zodiac. Transcending par excellence that of Scorpio. And Scorpio is a sex sign. But Scorpio doesn't stand a footing with the sexuality of Pisces. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Okay. Let's keep the hype where it should be. Okay, don't sleep on Pisces. In fact, like Scorpio and Cancer, because really Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, listen, if you got women that are under these signs in the bedroom, you should be the happiest man alive when you have these women in your bedroom. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But understand that this prowess is endowed in every woman. Every woman has this prowess and this endowment because the sign of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces is found in every chart of every woman. It just depends how you use the energy as a woman or as a man. Okay? Now, when it comes to the Pisces woman connected to a Libra man, let me tell you, the Libra man will be in heaven. He'll be in heaven with a Pisces woman. Because the Libra man loves sex. He loves to fuck. He loves sex. Remember, he's ruled by Venus, the goddess of sex, love and beauty, and money. Okay? We see this expression more obviously in Taurus, the earth expression of Venus. You don't really see it in the air expression of Venus in Libra. But behind closed doors, baby, Libra can be the forerunner of any porn movie or porn star that's out there in the adult entertainment business. I mean, Taurus is like a top second. But the differences between the sexuality of the Libra man and the Taurus man, both ruled by Venus, is that one is more sexually orientated in the mind, which is Libra, while the other one is more sexually oriented to the physical body, which is Taurus. I'm a Virgo, and I myself, my decan falls in Taurus, which might explain a little bit about my own sensuality as it comes across, you know. But Virgo is naturally a sensual earth sign, as it is Capricorn and Taurus, you know. And the decans of these signs can also come across on these signs, you know. And that might add a little more umph to the sexual or sensual profile of each individual sign, especially when it pertains to earth and water. But because Venus is the ruler of Libra, which is not water, it's air, the sexuality and the sensuality that you see obviously in the physical body and beauty of Taurus becomes intellectualized and visceralized in Libra. This can pose a problem for Miss Pisces, who as a water sign requires the sensuality of earth to spark her on. This kind of sensuality is not going to be obvious in Libra or the Libra male, despite that it is a masculine air sign. And that in itself confers a certain vibratory energy of sensuality in itself that is different from Taurus or any other masculine sign, or even a feminine sign through the earth signs like Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Even though these are feminine signs, the men under these signs can come across extremely masculine and extremely sensual. But that is one of the aspects of earth, which both Virgo, Taurus, and the cohort of Taurus, which will be Libra, also possesses, but in a much more sublime state. Understand that that is going to be an intrinsic requirement when it comes to the courtship game. Because Libra rules the courtship game. I mean, it falls under Leo, but if we're talking about Libra and Pisces, who's the one that's going to be doing the flirting and the courting? Actually, it will be both of them, but one of them will take more precedence over the other. And of course, when you're dealing with the Libra man, if we're dealing with a Libra man that's below age 30, you're still dealing with the baby. Because the opposite of Libra is what? Aries. The baby. So you might be dealing with a Libra who's cute as a button, sexy in the whole 9 yards, but still be mentally immature, but physically hot. You got Libra men like that, right? And the Pisces woman being the fish, which is a shark, because remember, sharks are not mammals. Sharks are fishes, don't forget. So Miss Pisces can be predatory and go after the Libra man who's unsuspecting. But then again, what Libra man would not want to be unsuspecting? He'd love to be caught in the net of the Pisces woman. The sexual delights that come with a Pisces woman, I cannot even discuss it on YouTube. Even I'll blush. Ooh, I'm telling you. I blush if I start talking about the sexuality of the Pisces woman. Ooh. Okay? Blessed is Mr. Libra. The problem is that Mr. Libra is not a leader. And the Pisces woman needs a leader, needs an anchor. She cannot be the anchor in the relationship. It has to be the male. And the least of all the males in Zodiac is Libra to be that anchor. Because he is just as needy as she is. But as a woman, she can get away with it. But as a man, he cannot get away with it. So now we have a problem. Here is where we experience the elemental square of air and water. How are we going to make this work? Both of them are in a canoe, and both of them are going to have to use their hands to paddle their way through the shore and hope that a shark doesn't bite their hands off. Because both can knock each other in the head trying to figure things out. I'm not, and it sounds insulting. It does. Understand that leadership abilities and leadership acumen does not come naturally with these signs, Pisces or Libra. Especially the Libra man. Because the Libra woman, no. The Libra woman is a natural born leader. But not the Libra man. The Libra man has to evolve into the role. The Libra woman is already a natural cardinal leader. She don't have to be told what to do. She will take, like the Pallas Athena of Greek mythology, she'll take the sword and take the horses by their loins, and she will fucking win the war of Troy, or the battle of Troy. But if you leave it to Mr. Libra, the Trojan War would have been lost. I'm sorry, Mr. Libra, but I gotta call it like I said, and I am the astrologer. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You're pretty. Let's leave it there. Not to diminish all your other qualities because you are a cardinal sign. But taking leadership in an aggressive way is not your style, nor do you want it to be. So let us not even mince word that way. So if you're going to be with a Pisces woman who requires that type of man, we have a problem, Mr. Libra. Whether we're dealing with someone that's below age 30 or someone above age 30, you still run the risk of meeting a Libra that is not sufficiently evolved where he needs to be able to lead, sustain, support, and nurture a sparrow like the Pisces woman. So what do? Two signs. Notice that my contrast in part one of the Libra woman and the Pisces man, totally different interpretation that I'm talking about now. It is a 180 degree. This should show you the power of the cardinality of Libra and how powerful and how important this sign is. You know, depending on which side of the gradient he or she falls and what sign is involved. Pisces, I mean, you know, I really don't, and this isn't me saying it now. This is just the ancient wisdom teachings of the ages. Pisces is the most spiritual sign in the zodiac, and therefore the king and queen, the yellow brick road going back to God. But there's no road from God going back to humanity. It's only a one-way street. So therefore, Pisces is the weakest sign of the zodiac when it comes to mundane matters and matters of life and reality. It is a hologram reflection of it, but it's not a participant of it. So therefore, Pisces is not equipped with the vicissitudes of handling those things that make Earth a genuine painful or rewarding or happy or rewarding or commemorative experience. Pisces usually doesn't have a choice in the fate that it is given to her or him. It is the canoe floating in the ocean with no paddle. Or it is the ship without a motor. Or the yacht without a rudder. And it just drifts there. A ship that suddenly appears from the Bermuda Triangle. And when you go in it, all the crew members are gone. It's a total mystery. No one knows what happened to the crew, the captain. The food is on the table, on the refrigerator. Everything is clean and fresh, like if the crew disappeared. But when you look at the date log, the ship itself is 200 years old. What the fuck? That is the mystery of the ocean and the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle and the mystery inherent in Pisces. How the fuck is Mr. Libra going to handle that? How is he going to handle a woman of that kind of mystery, beauty, and complexity? I commiserate with Mr. Libra. I mean, I'm a Virgo. I can handle Miss Pisces because I represent her subconscious. And I'm Earth, the anchor that can keep the bays and shores at bay. But air has no match against the tides of the ocean, which is a symbol of Pisces. So therefore, the depths of Pisces is not going to be understood by Mr. Libra. Unless Mr. Libra delves in or dives in. And that's a risk. And it's a risk that has no intellectual reasoning. So Mr. Libra is not going to jump into that abyss. Luckily, Miss Pisces is a lot tougher than she appears. Miss Pisces is a fucking 12 women in one. She's 12 women in one. So Miss Pisces will do just fine with or without you. So in the end, who's the boss? Who's the boss? Is it Mr. Libra or Mrs. Pisces? The answer is Mrs. Pisces. She's a lot tougher than she's given credit for. Oh, I'm telling you that. And my baby mama is a Pisces. I know, and my twin brother is also married to a Pisces. So we know Pisces women as Virgos. They are our ultimate partner because they are our opposite polarity. And then next to her will be Scorpio because of the mythology connected to Scorpio and Virgo. So Libra is kind of out of luck. Unless we're dealing with a Libra that's evolved, educated, above age 30, and has something of a psychological bent towards the nature of the psychology of the human female. And if he doesn't, he's not going to get anywhere with this woman. She'll use him while he thinks that he's using her. Be careful. Miss Pisces, even though she's a fish, don't forget, it's a shark. And the biggest apex predator in the ocean is the great white. Not the blue whale, not the humpback whale, because the great white shark can kill these whales, the orca. Don't forget who's the apex predator in the ocean. It is Pisces. So there's no way that you're going to win against Pisces in any way. Her innocence and her oop-oop-doo and docility and naivete is a smokescreen. So understand that the Pisces woman can be your deliverer into hell or your redeemer. And she is going to know you backwards and forwards. You cannot hide behind this woman. This woman is going to know everything about you. Everything about you, this woman is going to know. Okay? Whew, that took a lot out of me. And We are done with this combination.